Oh, it might be Mars 7. Yeah, it might be Mars 7. Last video, and then we are about to play our season.
Officially in. Today I'm going to be proving to you all that Arknights Endfield has the most free-to-play friendly gacha out of any of the mainstream titles. That includes Honkai Star Rail, Wuthering Waves, Genshin Impact, and Zenless Zone Zero. Arknights Endfield beats them all. Before today, people were concerned about things such as pool currency acquisition, they were concerned about the weapon banner if you end up getting characters too early, and they're concerned about the actual rates of the gacha itself. And in all three aspects, I'm here to tell you that I just proved that Arknights Endfield is more free-to-play friendly than any other gacha system. That's a pretty big claim, so let's start getting to explaining. Many of you are already familiar with how the Arknights Endfield gacha system works, right? It's pretty much the same as Wuthering Waves. You have a 0.8 base rate, and from that 0.8 base rate, you keep pulling until you hit 65 where the soft pity starts, and from that 65 you get a 5% incremental increase until you get the character up to a hard cap of 80 pulls, right? This pity is part of a 50-50 system where you have a 50% chance of obtaining the on-banner character, in our case Levitaine, or you have a 50% chance to gain something else. In our case, we'll get into that in a little bit. The biggest feature of this banner is the 120 guarantee. That means that if you have not obtained the rate up character by 120 pulls, you're guaranteed to get the rate up character, aka Levitaine, by that 120 pulls, or on that 120 pull if you go all the way to that pity. So now simulations have been run just to see how friendly the system actually is compared to other gacha systems, which I'm actually going to bring up right now. Thanks to Kaze for running the simulations, but they're actually slightly incorrect. We'll get to this in a bit. So he says right over here that Arknights Endfield actually has an 81.97 average pulls in order to get the rate up unit with a 120 cap. These are obtained from doing Python simulations, plugging in the data that I just mentioned before with the rate up and the expected values of Endfield. Obviously, Hoyoverse is not even close, as the base rate in that game is 0.6 and the soft pity starts all the way up at 75. Wuthering Waves over here is 79.48 pulls in order to get the rate up unit. However, Kaze actually got this wrong. When Kaze was doing these simulations, he was assuming that Wuthering Waves had the same soft pity rate as Arknights Endfield, but it doesn't. I don't expect him to know that because he doesn't play Wuthering Waves, but I do, and so I know it doesn't. Let me explain it to you. So this is how the Wuthering Waves soft pity system works. When we go to 65 pulls,
holy shit!
Slower rate where Arknights starts at 5% at 65, Wuthering Waves starts at 66 and increases by 4% per pull. Now this goes up to 8% per pull, and from 65 and increases to 10% from 76 to 78, where you're guaranteed on the 79th pull. With these expected values plugged in, you actually get a rate of 81.15 pulls on average for Wuthering Waves. So what that means is both Endfield and Wuthering Waves are within a pull of each other for the expected rate of unit. Now you're probably saying to yourself, Rin, well, if Wuthering Waves has a 0.7 less pull count on average to get the rate of 5-star, how is that more free play friendly for Arknights Endfield? Well, there's two answers to this actually. The first answer is staring you straight in the face right now. This is Gilberta. Gilberta is currently not available as a rate up unit on the banner. Instead, how I obtain this Gilberta is actually by losing my 50-50. That's right. In Arknights Endfield, when you lose your 50-50, you have a 2 in 7 chance of obtaining a limited character on that banner. In this case, if I lost my 50-50 Levitaine, which I did, you can get either Gilberta or Yvonne at a 1 in 7 chance for each, so 2 in 7 to get a limited total. I lost mine to Gilberta, I lost the 50-50, I got the 1 in 7, I got Gilberta. This means that
okay, so this video is basically bro flexing his Gilberta. I see. All right. Look at me. I lost my 50-50 to the next rate of units. Go fuck yourselves, little bro. And now,
a 28% chance to obtain a limited character upon failing at 50-50. There are two other extremely important things that I want to point out about the Arknights Endfield banner before we get onto other things such as pull acquisition and the weapon banner. The Arknights Endfield banner, once you do 30 pulls on a banner, gives you a free 10 pull that is decoupled away from the actual pity of the banner. This is extremely important because you're just getting a free 10 pull for pulling on the banner, meaning the expected pull rate goes even lower for Endfield. On top of that, upon doing 60 pulls, you get another 10 pulls, though that is for the next banner. Many people aren't going to actually want the next character though, right? Maybe you don't want Gilberta. That's the next character coming out on banner. So what does that 10 pull actually do for you? The answer is simple. It helps you actually build up your pity. Because remember, the 80 pity inside of Arknights Endfield actually does carry over to the next banner. What doesn't carry over is the 120 guarantee. So that means your pity is actually being built up despite the fact that you are not carrying over the 120 guarantee. So that extra 10 pull means you're going to get a 6-star character that much earlier, giving you an increased chance of getting that 6-star and using less pulls on the banner. Also, two side notes that I just want to point out in case someone calls me shill. I do think the system is way too convoluted. I don't think it needs to be this complicated. I'm just talking about mathematical facts. Also, I don't even like Gacha. I think all these systems need to be abolished, and I was sharing on the EU as they were trying to dismantle it. And I hope they really do. I hate Gachas. Anyway, let's get back to the facts. So now we've established that the Arknights Endfield Gacha system itself is actually better than all of the mainstream titles. Cool. We got that out of the way. The other concern people had was actually about the pool currency acquisition. What they meant by that was that they thought that there was not enough pulls because during the beta there was less pulls. However, those have been buffed. In the current state of the game, Chinese data miners have found that there's about 240 limited pulls inside the game. So from there, people were complaining about the actual rate of being able to obtain the pulls. And I have proved that that is not the case, that you can get these pulls in a reasonable amount of time. How did I prove that? Well, actually, with my account right here. In just a single day, I was able to get enough pulls as a free-to-play player to be able to obtain Levitaine.
Free-to-play player.
Guide and how I got Levitaine in a single day as a free-to-play. Check those out if you want to see how exactly
Free-to-play.
I'm BSing. I did it all on stream. I didn't spend a single cent. I got enough to guarantee Levies. What you're gonna notice right here is it says 27 attempts to guarantee. Well, I actually have 14 tickets up here, plus I have 10 tickets right here, plus I have 10 tickets up here. I have way more than enough to guarantee, plus I have the bond quota over here. I have not spent a single cent on this game. It took me a single day for me to be able to do this. Most people who are worried about pull acquisition right now are worried about it because they're playing through the story. And while I don't recommend skipping through the story, especially if you want to enjoy a game like this long term, the story is not how you actually obtain Aurora Rolls in this game quickly. The way that you obtain Aurora Rolls in this game is going to be from leveling, and it's going to be from open world exploration. It's also going to be from this node over here. This gives you a shit ton of pulls. You see every single one of these levels is 750. That's why I'm obtaining a lot of my pulls. That's how I was able to get the limited character guarantee in just 24 hours of playing. So now we have the fact that you can actually obtain the character in a pretty reasonable amount of time. I don't know of any game, any of the mainstream games at least, where you can guarantee the limited banner character in a single day. I don't know of any, actually. If anyone could show me proof of a single mainstream gacha game where you can guarantee the limited character in a single day, I would love to see it. Guarantee, not get, guarantee. I would love to see it. I don't think you can. From there though, there was one more big concern about the Arknights Endfield gacha system, and that was the weapon banner. People were concerned that they would not have enough pulls to be able to get the weapon in the weapon banner. You see right here, I actually did enough pulls. I actually have this melting forge. This is the extra 2 right here, means that I would have done 10, and I can show you this over here. I've already done 8. Right here you can see Forge Born Skate. So I actually have Levitaine's weapon. I went all the way to hard 8. You'll also notice that I have not even obtained Levitaine yet. What that means is I haven't even fully pulled on the banner. I haven't even gone to the guarantee. So you're asking yourself right now, Rin, how exactly did you get enough arsenal tickets to be able to do that? I was told by many people that free to plays wouldn't even be able to realistically get weapon. Well, the answer is simple. The standard banner. Let's do one pull right now. As we pull on the standard banner, you're gonna get arsenal tokens from these pulls. This is extremely important. The standard banner and the pulls you do on the standard banner will give you the tokens to be able to pull on the weapon banner. It is not only the limited banner that you are pulling on in order to get the tokens for the weapons. This is something that every single person doom posting this game missed. The amount of standard pulls in this game directly correlates to how many weapon pulls you can get in this game for the limited weapons. It is extremely important. I'm going to say one more time. Standard banner pulls will give you the currency to pull on the weapon banner. That means aiming for standard banner pulls and the amount of standard banner pulls they actually give are important for the system. And with them giving, I think, 140 or so at the start of the game, that is extremely impactful for your account. Oh, I forgot to mention, the weapon banner is literally free. How many pulls do you spend in Wuthering Waves to get the weapon banner? That one has a guarantee. As a soft PD 65, it is technically better than Genshin Impact, but you're still spending pulls to get that. And as the weapons in Wuthering Waves become more impactful, you're going to be spending more and more and more pulls. As we see for Lova's 40%, as we see Brand's 40%, as we see all these general increases in DPS from the signature, you are spending the pulls that should be going to your limited banner on those.
It is a literally free.
They could easily go that route. Wuthering Waves is a lot more free to play friendly at the start. Obviously became a little bit less as it still goes on. I'm not saying the game isn't even free to play friendly. I think it's relatively free to play friendly for a gacha, but it's undeniable that having a free weapon banner, especially in a genre where you're starting to see a lot more of a pump into people to try and squeeze them out of their money to spend on the weapon banners, is insanely impactful and free to play friendly. So now we've proven that mathematically this system gives you more limited 5 stars than any other of the mainstream gachas. Even only with the built-in rates on the banner, counting the extra 10 pull you get at 30, it's just more without even counting the 50-50 losses, giving you a chance to have a limited unit as well. We've gone over the pull currency acquisition and shown you that I can guarantee a character in a singular day as a free-to-play player. We've also gone over the weapon banner and the fact that people only consider the limited banner as a source of obtaining the arsenal tokens, when in reality, the pulls you do on the standard banner matter towards that as well. All 3 major concerns about the Arknights Endfield gacha system debunked in live time. If you want to see more Arknights Endfield content, make sure to subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff. You can check me out live at twitch.tv/Rin. I'll be doing a tier list later today.
Everything that he said, honestly, it makes sense. It makes sense. It's just how sustainable it's gonna be. That is the only question right now. I'm pretty sure everyone in the months, as long as you play this game long enough, you're gonna be able to get yourself the pools needed for your level 8. It is just that whether or not the pool income for the next patch and the patch after and the patch after and the patch after is gonna keep up the amount of banners that we're gonna be getting. Because it is 120 pools for 1 rate up. Hard pity, right? And there's gonna be 3 rate ups in a single version. So as a free-to-play, realistically, I wouldn't expect myself to get every single rate up. But like if within one version, they can give out 120 pulls, then this system is honestly really, really good. Because it all just comes back down to gacha income, like long-term gacha income at the end of the day. But like if right now I have 120 pulls, or like let's just say I have 240 pulls from this one version, but if every single version they only give like 20 pulls or 25 pulls, because there's basically no events, it will still be a concern. That being said, it's just that the early game experience right now is pretty good for Arknights Endfield. Unfortunately, bro got absolutely fucking destroyed. And then Wadu, Ity, very interesting. I don't think there's too much to be said over here. So, yep, that's it. Thank you, chat. Thank you. Okay, this is the actual video I do want to watch, though.
You have cooled your last cool, my man.
Oh my fucking god.
Join the IPC.
Alright, got it. Birds of Orders, Command has been delayed. Super hype. Get this.